Before we unbox, I find it kind of funny that they actually leave the directions on the box before actually providing instructions. It says load darts as shown. Turn the dart barrel to shooting position. Load power by cocking at back of the blaster and then pull the trigger to blast a dart. Fun descriptions, yo. Yeah, so let's get into this unboxing. It's a standard like little band here. Is this tension filled? I'm gonna cut it because I don't trust my strength. I don't want it snapping back at me and hurting myself. Of course, they leave them right down here. Oh my God. Oh, you don't even let me get to the darts, you stupid warehouse manufacturers. Included is the blaster itself and 4 Adventure Force, what I'm going to call nipple-style darts. Starting out with an overview, starting up at the front, there's no end-strike barrel lug. This is a Dart Zone blaster. But to load the blaster, you can simply front load like this. The capacity is 4 darts. And in order to fire, it looks like you will have to rotate the barrel. I believe this rotation system so far looks very, very good and very promising. Right, so let's go ahead and take those out. Getting back up, there's literally nothing on here else to manipulate besides the trigger and the priming handle back here. Yes, lay bummer, serious lack of tactics. This looks like a big old alien ray gun too. Yeah, so let's move all the way back to the priming handle. That's how you prime. Then you pull back. I don't like this style of priming handle already. This is a weird way to try to grip this. And the priming weight feels surprisingly strong for what it is. There is quite a big spring in here. They have this painted opaque, like almost a transparent orange. So you can see the plunger tube in there and the spring if you're that kind of mechanically minded. But pulling that back, that is a huge, I can understand why the power is so much on there because you have to pull back that huge spring. Getting to the grip, this grip is actually very comfortable for how it is. It seems like it's a large grip, but I have small hands and this fits in pretty well. But it still makes me feel like that I'm going to lose hold of the blaster. This actually is one of these blasters that does feel alienating to me. This feels like a big old thing. Like this is one step away from being an actual firearm as far as like the proportions go. Like holy cow. To that. The trigger feels pretty standard, but when I go to pull it, yeah, it feels actually closer to like my Recon trigger. Not too bad, feels normal weight. I don't really mind this too much. So not a whole lot else to really go over. There's nothing really mechanically else to go over. So this grip isn't too bad. The priming handle is a bit hard to pull back. I would recommend if this is a child trying to pull that, they're probably not going to do that and they're going to hurt my hand. Actually, my hand is hurting while trying to pull that. The priming handle is rougher than the trigger. Yikes. So yeah, so just as a quick demonstration here, to operate this, you simply front load, you pull back. That will allow you to fire once. You turn the barrel and then you fire again. Cocking back the blaster will only fire the barrel that is in front right here. It is not a smart AR. So you just continue to do that until you are empty, right? Let's see it out on the range. So starting off with the included Adventure Force, what I call nipple style darts. Let's also see if I can get the camera. Hey Google. Hey Google. Never mind. We'll just deal with the light beam that's right there. Oh. I also literally forgot how this blaster worked already. Now some blue Elite 2.0 darts. Ow. What? Some more Elite darts. Okay. For comparison's sake, old orange end strike darts. It didn't even fire. All right, it's just not even going to fire those. So we'll move on to screamer darts. What? Are you kidding me? Okay. Firing analysis and conclusion of the Dart Zone Adventure Force Springfire. It's a bit mixed. Did it do what it was advertised to do? Yes. And it fired pretty well with most of the ammo that I had. The Adventure Force darts flew out of there. I got a pretty good velocity out of that. Same thing with the Elite darts. The old end strike darts, now I know these are crappy, but also I think due to the dimensions, they did not fire at all out of that blaster, and neither did the screamer darts, which surprised me a lot. Even the Elite 2.0 Prophecy, Prospect, that blaster actually fired these darts. This one did not. I could probably show you now too. See, it's not, and I think it's due to the dimensions of these darts. It's just not fun. This one just sticks out too far for the air to get all the way through it. Plus, it's pretty crappy. I don't know what's up with the dimensions for this one, but these two darts, it doesn't matter, but it was good for comparison's sake. That's not going to factor into, is it a good performer or not, right? I'm just saying, if you have old darts like these and you don't have access to Elite darts, which you should, I went to Walmart to get some groceries and I picked up some of these blasters and darts and Elite 2.0 darts. They're everywhere. Yes, you can even get it from a neighborhood Walmart like I just did. So these darts we can chuck away. But it was good that we compared them to those because that really shows what this blaster actually can do. But with these is going to be the only thing we're going to factor in. These actually fired pretty well. The chrono velocity, I think that it is faster than a jolt. It's set at about 80, up to 80 feet. I think that's the range, not the velocity. But I'm getting some high powered velocity out of that, right? That one does. I don't think I could gauge velocity based off of that, but they did have some good velocity, and I think that it's better than a Jolt, and I think even better than a Triad, if I recall. Triads at about 69 feet per second. I think this fires in the rounds of most primaries. Out there. But for emergency backup pistol, this shoots pretty darn well. These darts, these nipple style darts from Dart Zone, seem fairly accurate. They're definitely better than elite darts, which flew all over the place. There were some inaccuracy. I still say get the waffle head style dart. Out of those will be more accurate, but these are a better choice than Nerf elite darts, in my opinion. But yeah, they fire pretty well. Velocity is really nice. It's probably, out of everything, this is my best backup pistol. This is better than using a main rifle. This is actually probably better than both of my primaries combined. As far as range, velocity, and hit and stuff, this will actually do, which is surprising. Dart Zone is just that good. There's a couple gripes that I have about this. I hate this priming handle so much. It takes so much force, and it's very awkward. All of this is jagged plastic that I'm hitting upon each time. I was doing like this and all this weird stuff to really prime it in the firing demonstration. It was very, very weird, and I hate doing that. But you're pulling back such a big plunger because of the velocity and stuff. I kind of get it, but they could have made this plastic a little bit smoother, right? Of course, you don't want to make it too smooth, so that way if you had sweaty hands, it would just snap. Your hand would just fly off. But they could have just made this a T-style priming handle, right? Even getting between the knuckle, like this hurts my hand to prime, right? And I'm not even doing it this hard. I mean, not hurt as in the strength. I mean hurt as in the material rubbing against my hand. My hands are starting to get red already from just priming this, right? I feel like I have to do this slowly because if I do it fast, it hurts even more. I absolutely despise this priming handle, but I can kind of understand why it is. It's just the feel of it is better. The fire rate of this blaster, if they didn't make this where you had to rotate the barrel every time, I think this would have been an even better blaster, in my opinion. But to load this and then change the barrel and fire just slows down your your performance and your rate of fire, right? If you were to use this in a Nerf battle, that would slow you down even as a backup pistol. Yes, because you would have to do this. You'd have to do this and reacquire your target. Or you could keep your hand here, but why would you ever keep your hand that exposed, especially on the barrel or something when you do that, right? So yeah, but I can kind of understand because they were going for a small package, but this could have been even better, I think, of a better thing if it was just a single fire and these were like stored a single fire. But I could kind of see if you rotate this quickly, boom, 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 as opposed to boom, boom, right? Trying to do that, I could kind of see that, but rate of fire, it's not horrible. It's just not for me, really. But it is something that I do have to mention because that will slow you down. So that's pretty much all the objective information I could provide. Also, what I said about the jams and malfunctions, that only occurred with those specific darts. I didn't have any other jams or malfunctions. So as long as you use elite darts or something other than old end strike darts or screamer darts, you should be fine with this blaster, right? Just in that purpose, that point, it didn't fire, but these it did. So now to my personal opinion. My personal opinion is mixed on this. I think that it's a great performer, but it lacks in a lot of areas. Like I said, this priming handle, I hate that material on there. And just this is a slow rate of fire, having to turn the barrel every time to do this, right? And also making sure that yeah, it wasn't firing. I thought maybe I had the barrel jammed or something when I tried to fire, but no. This is just a slow rate of fire. Even something with a smart AR system like a Quadrat or a hammer shot is going to beat you out with this. But it's better performance. I think the grip, in my opinion, is the best grip of all the blasters that I have so far. I really like this. I like that they have opened this little thing so you can see the plunger tube and stuff. And if anything was wrong with the plunger or the spring, you can kind of see in there and see it. I do think that it's big and kind of alienating a bit. I think they could have shortened down this package a little bit and made it still this powerful, like sunken this down a little bit. But I kind of understand why they made it proportional how they did. But personally, would I use this in a Nerf battle? Maybe, maybe not. If it was of the blasters that I have right now, yes, I would use this. I would learn to deal with this priming mechanism if that's the case, because this is the best performing blaster, even better than my Jolt that I have right now. But I'm pretty sure there are even better Dart Zone pistols out there than this one. But this one's not a bad choice. It looks a little bit thick to holster, but you could probably make a custom holster for this. I think this is a little bit thick, but this looks like that. You could probably try a firearm holster because this is almost at those dimensions. Yeah, just be aware of that. And yeah, would I recommend this to people? If you're looking for a solid backup pistol for this, I may consider check out the Dart Zone Adventure Force Springfire. Could be for you, right? If you wanted to. I bought this from Walmart for how much money? About I think it was $7-ish. But that's actually less than what a Jolt goes for. A Jolt, which came with 2 Elite Darts and the Jolt Blaster, granted it was a Nerf brand, was $9. This, for this blaster and 4 of the Adventure Force darts, granted small package, was $7. And I know this is Walmart pricing, not main retail pricing. But for main stores to buy right off of the shelf, that's not a bad package. This is not a bad package at all. I'm just saying most of the complaints that I'm saying is my personal opinion stuff and stuff they could have approved upon there. But this is definitely not a bad choice. And I would recommend it to people that are looking for that. Or if you even want a prop style gun, this looks like an alien, like laser gun, or even close to a firearm. You could get away with doing that, make it a little bit of a better paint, give it a better paint job and something, and you could totally get away with using this as a prop gun. If you're a plinker, this is more than satisfactory for that purpose. So overall opinion, pretty positive, but I'm going to put it into the all right. It's not for me as far as all around good. The performance is good, but there's just the uncomfortableness of this priming mechanism, and this slow barrel is what really does it for me. But the grip makes up for that, and the performance makes up for it. So it kind of evens out. So wow, that's like 2 positives, 2 negatives, which equals 0. So does that mean that this blaster is nothing? No, but it's still, again, before I go around talking in a circle, this is still a really, really good blaster in my opinion. I'd still have to compare it to a lot of other things, but yeah. And the ammo is really, really good too, I would think. I would still stay, get the waffle head style of these darts, but these darts are definitely better than Elite darts. But I'm glad that this is compatible with Elite darts, right? Pretty much everything is compatible with Elite darts. So let me know what you think of this blaster in the comments down below, and hopefully I laid out enough information for you to make an educated purchase decision. My name is Craig, and I will see you guys in the next one.